Against doctor's orders, 2Pac Shakur checked himself out of the hospital less than 24 hours after being shot 5 times on the way to a Manhattan recording studio.
2Pac Shakur secures one clean legal victory this year as he is dismissed of assault charges brought against him when he allegedly shot at 2 off-duty Atlanta cops on Halloween last year. The case was dismissed due to insufficient evidence. More controversy surrounding 2Pac Shakur.
Meanwhile, in 2Pac news...
He was one of the most successful rappers ever to make it out of the ghetto, but the hood would never travel far from his mind and heart. It was what he knew and loved, and it would eventually become the foundation of his raps and his rage. Born to Afeni Shakur, a Black Panther, 2Pac never knew who his father was. A reality, he says, often left him feeling empty and unmanly. 2Pac the child grew up on the streets of New York, but 2Pac the artist was really born in Maryland at the Baltimore School for the Arts. It was there that he wrote his first rap and discovered his love for acting. He couldn't have known it at the time, but this school was the first step up his ladder of success. And teachers felt something was special about 2Pac.
The school is sad that he died, and in fact died in such a violent way. But it does say something from our point of view that we thought of him as an artist.
2Pac never graduated from the school. After his junior year at 17, he moved with his family to a suburb of Oakland, California, a high school dropout. He says that's when he got off one track and onto the one that would dominate the remaining years of his life, what he called the thug life, and one he learned all too well. The guns, the drugs, the positives of toughness and street smarts. He lived that life, and when he started recording, built his career on these images, ones which the inner city cheered, but white America feared. He was only 25 years old when he died, but his influence will live on for years to come, because 2Pac Shakur brought light to the hidden darkness of the ghetto, its people and lifestyle. Although he made it out, he never forgot his friends he left behind. And that's his true legacy fans will forever remember about him.
Let's talk a little bit about what happened to you when you were growing up. Your parents were in the Black Panther Party.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of like their job.
Yeah, it was. My mother was in the Black Panther Party. She was like at a high position, which was like unheard of, because of course there was sexism even in the Panthers. So, and my stepfather at the time, Metropolis 2Pac, he was also like a well-known, like revolutionary. True, all of my roots to the struggle are real deep. And then my godfather, Geronimo Pratt, you know, he was like had a top official rank position with the Panthers on the West Coast.
Right, and we just mentioned he's, of course, serving a life sentence right now.
Yeah.
Your mom was carrying you when she went to jail the first time. That's a very interesting story in itself. What happened to her? Why was she in jail?
Because, like, you know, there's racism. So when the Panthers hit, the government panicked, and they had a thing called a COINTELPRO, and they felt like the Panthers were detrimental to American society, so they raided every Panthers house, especially the ones who they felt like could do the most damage as an orator. So my mother was 9 months pregnant, you know, 7 months pregnant. They put a match to the door and said, "Fire, fire." And, you know, it's like 5 in the morning, so my mother opened the door and they just burst in, put a shotgun to her pregnant belly, and put a gun to her head and said, "Don't move, bye, bye, bye. You're under arrest."
What does it do to a young man like yourself, though, when all of your heroes, your mother, your father, whom has passed away, he was incarcerated as well, your godfather, all of your heroes have been to jail?
And they weren't all Panthers. My father was my stepfather was a Panther. My father was a gangster, a straight-up ignorant, you know, hustler. But he loved the fact that the Panthers, my mother told me is that it was a one-night stand. But he loved the fact that the Panthers would go to jail and wouldn't snitch. They were true to each other, you know, as women, it was men. And that was a one-night stand. That's how I came to be, you know, out of the love for black people. So that's how I got to live, and that's how I have to die. And that's how my music has to be, and my acting, and my producing, and my interviews, everything has to be for the love of black people.
What's up, Rap City? We thugging it, you heard me? It's my boy birthday, 2Pac. It's going down right here on BET.
The hate you gave little infant. T-H-U-G-L-I-F-E. The hate you gave little infant. P-C-K, everybody. Meaning, what you feed us as seeds grows and blows up in your face. That's thug life. I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. There is no mercy on these streets. It's only you, and you can only achieve what you desire and what you see yourself grabbing. There's nobody will help you make your dreams come true. You out there by yourself. I don't care what they tell you about black, white, Mexican. You out there by yourself.
Tonight I see the fans are wild for you. What's it been like?
It's cool. No problem.
Has it been difficult, easy?
It's cool. It's all good. It's something that happens all the time. You know, I'm always in the streets. This ain't nothing new. On location every day. So it's all good. It's all good.
2Pac, are you focusing now more on 2Pac?
We fight and talking about location. Should I shoot that?
No.
Might as well. You talking about location? Look.
Get back, guys. Okay. What are they fighting about?
What's up, man? All right.
No. Okay. Well, we hope they will get over this fight.
I missed it. To me, it's like it is my sensitive side that that likes to blow up the hard side, because if my image or my reputation can stop a confrontation before it happens, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is day to day. It's a constant man ego check going on in this street, in this world. So part of that is just like, you know, that's my resume. But as far as the media, they look at it as something different. They don't care about my resume. They don't care about me not getting in trouble. It's just another story, you know, and it's a real story. They don't have to pay for it, and they're going to milk it for all it's worth. As far as people, they want me, when they first see me, to humble myself. They want me to be like this and da-da-da, just because they're scared of me. But I don't feel like that's my job, to humble myself, to show you that I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat, unless you're a threat to me.
Critics say, yeah, but you're being pimped. You're being pimped by the record executives who will allow you to do your thug life because it portrays a certain black. I mean, you've heard it,
yeah,
that if you were just a singer, you wouldn't have the same record contracts you have.
Right.
But because you portray the thug life, the gangster rap, they've allowed you to make that money. They've allowed you to push and make your platinum.
I beg to differ. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting pimped. That's true. But just like how a woman would be, you know what I'm saying? Anybody to be pimped. You know, it's like, it's not that you get pimped, it's how long you get pimped. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really look at this situation, it is not I who's being pimped. When you look at the white kids with Raiders hats on, it's the white folks getting pimped. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm making their future. I'm writing down their curriculum. Right now, what I write in my album today, when it comes out in 2 months, that's what white kids is doing. So who really is getting pimped? What I'm writing in my raps is what the white kids is going to be saying to their mamas and daddies when they come home. Who is getting pimped? You know what I'm saying? I'm a high school dropout. You know what I'm saying? As far as my teacher told me when I was in high school, I ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying? I just got to, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. You know, everybody's getting pimped. Whether you work a 9 to 5 or whether you work for yourself, you're getting pimped by somebody. You would be amazed at how many times I don't get a chance to just tell my side. And my side is always more interesting, because when I tell you my side, you're going to see how hard the other side worked for their side to come out.
You see, Shakur is also a young man in trouble with the law. He faces numerous charges across the country. Among his legal woes, he served time in jail for assaulting a movie director that fired him from a project. He's apologized for that one. He's been involved in a shooting incident with an off-duty police officer.
I had no record all my life, okay? No record, no police record, until I made a record. As my video was debuting on MTV, I was behind bars getting beat up by the police department. I got a $10 million lawsuit. They said they would settle with me and everything. You know what I'm saying? But nobody cared about that. That wasn't blew up all in the news. They did not see me on TV with my eye busted, my head busted. There's pictures of those.
In Oakland,
in Oakland. You don't see them pictures. You see pictures of Tupac coming out of jail in cuffs. You don't see pictures of the police standing over me beating my brains in. You don't see that. But I see that. All of this is scars I'll go to my grave with.
I can see
These are
it.
learn to be a scars. That's what
Who
these
did that
be.
to you?
Oakland Police Department. All above my eye, all of that.
Why?
And I pay their salary. Because I was an outspoken young black man. They were sweating me for jaywalking.
You were jaywalking and they stopped you?
And I swear to you, I don't even know what jaywalking is. Didn't until they beat me down for it. They stopped me, they asked me for my ID. My real name is 2Pac Shakur. There's nothing fake about me. There's no stage name or stage aura. That's my name, and that's how I said it. My name is 2Pac Shakur. Just because my name wasn't John Brown, it irked them. So they started, you know, saying, what'd your mother name you that for, blah, blah. So I got hot. That was beyond the call of duty. So I was like, give me my citation, let me go about my business. And I said the words that NWA made famous. So that got him too high. He couldn't stand to see a young black male tell him. So they put their hands on me.
In October, he faces trial on charges of sodomy.
The little rape charge and all that, I was with him when he was doing Above the Rim. There's people in the street, you got caught out there, whatever. Yo, that hurt him. That cut him down.
I'm not guilty. People should look me in my eyes. They should look me in my eyes. And anybody that thinks I committed that rape should go get Brenda's Got a Baby and keep your head up and listen to him thoroughly.
It was hard to imagine that you would do that.
It shouldn't be nothing for, it should not even be to me. I have no patience for anybody that doubts me. None, at all. It's too hard out here. You know what I'm saying? If my people don't stand up for me, who is? I understand these white folks looking at me like that because they don't know me. They didn't hear keep your head up. That ain't no fluke. You know, keep your head up ain't no goddamn come up. I didn't do that for to be smiling in my face to say, oh, he's cool. I did that from my heart. So that if they do try to put a rape charge on me, my sisters could say he ain't about that. Now, if my sisters can't say that, you won't hear another keep your head up out my mouth. I cannot die with people thinking I'm a rapist or a criminal. I can't leave until this shit's straight. You know, I'm not suicidal. I can't go until y'all really know what time it is. And then after that, boom, it's all over. And we can see, you know, how this shit fall. But that's how it is. And the reason being is because if I can't live free, if I can't live with the same respect as the next man, I don't want to be here. I got shot a whole bunch of times. I went to jail for a whole bunch of months. And it's just a learning experience. You know, I wish I could say more about it, but it's just like a learning experience. You learn everything you learn from. So from that, I learned a lot. I learned humility, I learned patience, and I learned forgiveness. You getting duped in the butt. You know why it was difficult for me? Not that somebody say I got raped in jail. It was difficult because people was believing it. I was like, how the hell y'all gonna believe I got raped in jail? They pulled 2 guns on me and told me to get on the floor, and I wouldn't get on the floor with 2 guns. What makes you think I'm gonna go to jail with no guns is gonna make me turn over and give up my whole manhood? It didn't make sense, you know what I mean? Only thing I have is my heart. You know what I mean? Don't take that. My heart, my dignity, and my honor, that's all I got. It's kind of hypocritical because people love to, you know, have mercy and sympathy for everything, from the animals to the whales to fur to everything except us, your youth, the ones who you give no attention to, who become adults with no compassion, you know what I mean? And I feel like if you walk by a street and you was walking on concrete and you saw a rose growing out of concrete, even if it had messed up petals and it was a little, you know, to the side, you would marvel at just seeing a rose grow through concrete. So why is it that when you see some ghetto kid grow out of all of the dirtiest circumstances and he can talk and he can sit across from you, make you smile, make you cry, make you laugh, all you can talk about is my dirty rose, my dirty stems, and how I'm leaning crooked to the side. You can't even see that I came up out of that. And that's exactly the analogy that it is for me.